Hola mi gente, Joe Barreto back with you at the Credit Card Connection. I'm glad you can join me. If you're new here, I talk about all things about credit, credit cards, and other finance tips. So if you could do me a favor, if you find anything I talk about here that's a little bit of value to you, or at least a little entertaining, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button so I can continue to bring you all this information on a consistent basis, as well as check out my affiliate and referral links down in the description box below. So let's get into this. A couple of weeks ago, during one of the videos I posted on a Q&A, a subscriber, Carlos Velez, sent me a question, and I got it a little bit after the video was posted, and it had to do with why do I only basically cover Chase, American Express, or Capital One cards? And the reason, like I've said before many times, is that I like to cover the cards and review the cards that I either currently have or applied to or have had in the past. Even if I'm declined something like the American Express green card and their points, but I'm still not harping on that. I thought about what he said, and he's right. I'm gonna start posting more content on other cards that might be of value to all of the subscribers out there and cards that people have asked questions about. So today I'm gonna jump into the Bank of America Custom Cash Rewards card, which has often been, kind of in the same category as the Chase Freedom Flex, in which you get points, cash back based on categories. The one huge exception with the Bank of America Cash Rewards custom card is that you get to pick the category and you can change it on a monthly basis if you choose. So the way this works is you're going to get 3% back on the category of your choice and then 2% back on another consistent category. So I'm going to go over that right now so I can tell you, which categories you can choose from. So first of all, after you make $1,000 in spend in 90 days, you're going to get a $200 online bonus. Okay, so you'll get $200 as statement or cash credit back into your Bank of America rewards. And then that's $1,000, 90 days. Then you can decide on where the multipliers come in, which is 3% back in the category of your choice, such as gas, online shopping, dining, travel, drugstores, and home improvement or other furnishings. So 3% is a solid cash back offer for you to choose. And then you could, again, swap out the categories as you choose. If you leave it alone, then it's going to be that consistently. You don't have to worry about changing the categories or categories changing on you. So this will stay consistent as long as you leave it. If you choose that, maybe in the next month or two, you're going to be spending more on either you're traveling more on gas, or if you're going to do an expensive spend at a particular store, you switch it to that. Now, the 2% cashback that's consistent is only on grocery stores and wholesale clubs. So if you're a Costco member, Walmart, Sam's Club, you can use it and get a consistent 2% cash back at those stores, and also, at other grocery stores. So combined, it's a 5% cash back catch-all card for you. So, the Bank of America card, that the huge difference is just that you're able to do these category changes, whereas in the Freedom Flex, that category is quarterly and they change it for you. And then you always have to remember to go in and pick and choose which category and activate it actually, so that you can get the 5% multipliers in those categories that they've chosen for you. Now, after $2,500 each quarter, it's 1% cash back on everything else. So again, it's a solid multiplier across the board and a 1% catch-all on everything else. There's no expiration on your rewards, and it's basically, they call it, an unlimited cash rewards. There's no annual fee, which is huge. There's a 0% APR. And this, to me, believe it or not, is one of the reasons why I'm going to be applying for this card in the next couple of months. It's 0% APR on up to 18 months. That's a year and a half of spend. And also, they will allow you to transfer your balances from other credit cards to this card at 0% for 18 months. There is a 3% fee that they will charge you for a balance transfer, but by doing it this way, got a year and a half. So if you have other high interest cards that are really stressing you out right now and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to pay this off? This is a good way to get back on your feet, have the time, a year and a half, and pay this bill off before you get hit over the head with the 29.9% interest again. Now, Bank of America also has a unique feature. If you have a banking relationship with them, that is a savings account where you have 25,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000 or more, they put you into certain tiers. Each tier will give you back an additional percentage onto those rewards. So your 3%, let's say you chose gas, can be 3.25, 3.5, 3.75, and so on. So depending on how much money you have with Bank of America, I love the fact that as a bonus to being a customer, they're going to increase the value that you get on this cashback card. So you should look into this if you already have a banking relationship with Bank of America and see if you qualify to be put into those elevated tiers. It can make a huge difference, and this can be the difference maker instead of going out to the Chase Freedom Flex, where it is 5%, but it's in their categories that they've chosen for you. So I think especially if you have a banking relationship with Bank of America, you should look into this card as your card for cashback rewards. So right now, and the highest, actually, as I'm looking at my notes right now, you can go up to 5.25%. And that's huge nowadays, especially with everybody scaling back and trying to, maximize their money and maximize how they're going about their spending. This is huge if you already have that relationship with them. Now, the other thing is, if you only get the 1% on everything else, on all the other expenses you have, if you have a lot of money in the accounts with them, it can go up to 1.75. So pushing on 2% for just having money in their bank accounts is huge. So do I think that the Bank of America Custom Cash Rewards Card, is it worth it? I think it's worth it, especially if you have that relationship with them. If you want to do a balance transfer from another card that right now the interest rates are anywhere from 19.9 to 29.9%. And if you want a great cashback rewards, when I applied for this, it was going to be my first card, but I applied for a different card this past weekend. I'm waiting to get it in the mail. So that's going to be my first cashback rewards card when I get it. But I will be applying for this Bank of America card in the future. So if you have any questions on any of this, do me a favor, leave your comments below. I appreciate you coming out today. And as always, thank you for watching.